Together, the presidential candidates spent more than $1 billion in the run for the White House.
And Ohio certainly benefited financially from being perhaps the key state in that race. But when the keys aren't returned and paint is pulled off the walls, you wonder if it's all worth it. Pam Elliott of 2 News Investigates takes on the Obama for America campaign after a Dayton landlord reaches out to us for help.
The place was packed. 1 year ago, in the center of Dayton's historic Oregon district, a campaign office opened. But not just any campaign office. This belonged to the Obama for America campaign. It would be a place where even First Lady Michelle Obama would get out the vote.
I actually charged them half of the security deposit that I would have normally charged anybody else, just because it was a presidential campaign, and I figured, they would treat the space, like it was their own.
John Neidert owns the building at 411 East 5th Street. He grew up in the Dayton area, but lives in Florida now, so we spoke with him by phone.
I got a phone call, and they went through the space, loved it. Had to go through their approval process for how much they were going to spend and whatnot.
Neidert said the Obama campaign wanted to use its own lease. The agreement called for $2,200 a month in rent and addressed maintenance and repair and alterations and improvements. Neidert said the campaign never failed to pay the rent, but it failed him at the end.
When they moved out, it involved a lot of cleanup, I had to repaint everything because of that. And I've had tenants in the building in that space for 10 years, and the walls looked, maybe a little touch-up, a little 409, and no big deal. But this was, like they'd been there for a long time.
Neidert sent 2 News Investigates nearly 3 dozen photos he said he had taken after a walkthrough in the middle of November. They are of damages he says weren't there prior to the campaign's use of the facility. They showed carpet stained and snagged, paint peeled off the walls and off the front door, which was still the case when we saw the building January 17th. The photos were attached to an email he had sent Brett Benack of the Obama for America campaign on November 26th of last year. Neidert followed up with this email to Benack, sent December 3rd. He listed what he spent to take care of the damages left behind by the campaign and what it cost to change the locks, because the landlord alleges the campaign only returned 1 of 4 sets of keys. The total came to $3,485. The campaign had given Neidert an $1,100 deposit, so that meant he was out $2,385.
Since you guys got involved, there's been a lot of communication and a lot of effort to, I think, kind of put this to rest. But until now, it really has been, they've pretty much just been ignoring me.
2 News Investigates got involved in January, calling and sending the following emails to Obama campaign staffers on January 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, and February 1st. We never heard back from anyone. But we did get a hold of the Ohio Democratic Party spokesman on February 4th, and 2 days later got this written statement in an email. The Ohio Democratic Party provides payroll and office leasing services to many candidates, including Barack Obama's recent presidential re-election campaign. In these instances, the Ohio Democratic Party looks to guidance from those involved with the campaign when there are disputes on payments and services. Last week, those involved with the president's campaign approved full payment to resolve a dispute over an office rental in the Dayton region. And John Neidert did indeed receive a check for $2,385 from the Ohio Democratic Party. He told me there was no note, no explanation at all. He's just glad it's over. Now, if you have something you wanted us to investigate, you can contact us at 2newsinvestigates@WDTN.com. That is our email address. Reporting live, I'm Pam Elliott, 2 News Investigates.